Hello everyone, my name is Call Me Liam, and this is a submission of 007 Nightfire All Tokens for the Calithon Stand Together Marathon. Now this run is going to start by actually going into the default codename, which allows us to use play without saving, and we're going to enter the QLab cheat. Now, in all tokens, the whole idea is you pick up all the 007 tokens off the ground, but you cannot have tokens unless you beat that level on... you beat it and get a gold medal. This essentially gives you a gold medal on every level, which then turns this category into both a sort of New Game Plus category and a more extended any percent, which makes it a really cool category. So we're just going to change a couple settings here just to be more optimal. And unlike any percent, we're actually going to start this run on Paris Prelude. Now, the timer is going to start as soon as I gain control of Bond here with the sniper rifle. And I'm going to have to hit a pretty tricky shot, which I missed. It's funny. Okay, nice. I was able to shoot the car. I lost a hair of time there, but it's not a big deal. It's funny when we do, like, runs of this, you'll see someone reset there like 5 times until they get the shot, and then the run starts. It's interesting. But from here on, we can just no-scope everyone. So yeah, as I was saying, this is more of a more extensive any percent category and a New Game Plus sort of thing. This is kind of a meme. That's Matt Timber's apartment we joke about. So I like to shoot it. Alright, so this is sort of an auto-scroller at the start here, but you can do things here and there to save time, like shooting that car's tire as soon as possible saves some time. So here, there's another skip, but it's really precise. You're just gonna make sure you shoot that cable out, but you can actually... Oh, I got it! Nice! You can actually shoot the car's tire there, which saves like 3 seconds. I can't believe I got that, jeez. So this is the whole premise of the category. Those 007 bonuses there, we're gonna pick all them up. So normally you're supposed to use the Q edge here, but you actually don't need to. You can just drive through with a nice, precise angle. Also, we're not going to use rockets because that'll blow up the car and the cars can get in your way, and it's really annoying. It's better to just pop their tires and pass them. So you don't want to go too fast there, otherwise you'll actually miss that token. Use the turbo booster. I like to look back there. Also, this lamp can get in your way, and it's really annoying. So I've got to take this down with an EMP. So I want to slow down as soon as possible there, because the truck slows down if you slow down, which is really good. So we're moving on to exchange. And this is normally where an any percent run would start, but we're in all tokens now. So we're going to be collecting some tokens all over the place, sorta. So right off the bat, here's another token. I like to shoot that guy because he's a sniper and it can hurt you later if you're not careful. So full damage, we don't care. There is a really cool trick upcoming, but I don't really want to do it in a marathon run because it can actually soft lock the game if you don't get it. So I'm just going to go the intended strat. You can normally just jump across this and spam A, but there's a chance you can soft lock the game, which is really annoying when that happens. So you lose control there for a moment too, which is quite dumb. Okay, so in most levels there's 2 tokens in each section. Some of them have 3, though, which is quite dumb, but anyway. So yeah, this is why it's noted to be a more extensive any percent, is because you see more of the game. Also, those barrels push that guy and it's funny. I just shoot the barrels out of the way so you can collect the token sooner. This makes Bond say a line if I shoot that guy and it's... He says, I'd give that diver 3, actually. It's stupid, because the guy, fell back into the water. Okay, so we're collecting a token here. Oh, pick it up, come on. So, here's the thing about all gadget unlocks, is we unlock the golden P2K, and this gun mows the damn lawn. Like, it is just busted. It fires extremely fast and does a lot of damage.
007,
so now we're in the party. Despite killing a lot of guards outside, they're just like, yeah, come on in. We don't care. So yeah, just all the party needs is just some smooth movement and such. Got to get out of the way of Rook, otherwise he'll block you. So we're going to be coming up on a notable sort of technique we're going to be doing throughout most of the run, clipping. And we're going to be going out of bounds with it, and I'll explain how it works after I do it, but we are coming up on it. We're going to go and see Dominique in the library here, because there's a token in here. So here's the gist about clipping, is basically I'm going to crouch and then stand up and pull out a gadget. And that allows me to clip through the floor. Because that changes your hitbox and you sort of wedge into stuff. And that's essentially how clipping works. So we're coming up to like the 3rd section of the exchange. And there's going to be 2 more tokens we got to collect here. So, first one's here. And the second one's going to be in the lower section. Yeah, sometimes that can happen, where if they're in a mid-animation, they just don't take damage. It's quite dumb sometimes. So, we're going to drop down here, make sure we don't take too much fall damage. Get our last token of the level. Just making sure we actually have them all. Ugh. And we're trying to jump on top of this, but I keep getting down boosted. For some reason. Why is this happening? There we go. Ugh. Heck, there we go. And I want to pick up extra rockets, and I want these guys to go away. Okay, so here's the deal with these guys, is while they shoot you, they can actually blow up your rockets if you're unlucky. Because we're gonna... Okay, a lot just happened there, and I'll explain it. I was just kind of focused on hitting that. So, essentially what happened was I walked backwards on the gondola, which got inside it, which activated the trigger to make the gondola start moving. Grab rockets through the side of the gondola, shot rockets to get those guys away from me, and then you can pre-fire the helicopter, so it dies really quickly. That's what happened. Welcome to Alpine Escape, by the way. This level's a complete auto-scroller. There's only stuff you can do here and there to really speed it up. You can make these guys dance. That's kind of funny. It looks like they do wrestling moves when you knock them over, which is kind of funny, yeah. The TAS of this level is pretty funny, because Fitter, when he shot that last guy, he like drew a smiley face and then shot him. It's pretty funny. This level actually has quite a history when it comes to ILs though. And actually, yeah, so in terms of tokens on this level, by the way, you just pick them up as you go, really. But yeah, this level has quite an interesting history with IL. So the longest time we thought it would be 402, but then I found a stupid strategy that's basically TAS only. It happened during an 80% run, where you can manipulate these guys here in a certain way where they'll actually push you after you go through the tunnel, but I will not be going for it because it's really, really stupid and you can actually lose time from it if you're unlucky.
Look out, James, they're up ahead.
Okay, so here's the thing we're gonna do. We can actually shoot this guy through the cutscene.
Up ahead, James.
And I think I got him. No, I missed him. Okay, well, it's fine. That only saves about a second, but killing that guy spawns a token. Another thing to add is you do actually have to be careful when you shoot these guys, because their snowmobiles can blow up and block you, or, you know, they can swerve into you, do all sorts of annoying stuff. So here's the thing we're going to do. We're going to kill these guys on the top of this like gate here, because that spawns a token. And then we're going to blow up the gate to get through. And that's all the tokens in this level. So therefore, we can just play the level out. So I'll talk about Enemies Vanquished. Enemies Vanquished, which is the next level we are going to be doing, is a vehicle level. However, in any percent, it's normally a run killer. In this category, you don't have to do the out of bounds trick. It's not like that stopped the TAS from going out of bounds, which was insane. But yeah, quite interesting. By the way, please check out the Enemies Vanquished TAS by Fitterspace. The Enemies Vanquished All Tokens TAS, I should say. But moving on to Enemies Vanquished now. Hopefully I remember where all the tokens are. I've done my homework. Pretty sure I know where they all are, so I think we're good. And I just remembered where they all are. So it's quite interesting about the car upgrades. Some of them are actually less optimal because you've got to be careful not to shoot civilians or the cops here. So we can just chuck some vape clouds at them. Also, the traffic here is really annoying, can get in your way. You can pass this guy and just smoke him out. So we slow down here, grab that token, nice. And there's another token up here. Or down here, I should say. But here's another annoying part. I have to swing this as wide as I can, otherwise these cars will ruin me. I want to get these missiles because I'm going to need them for later. The cars are really starting to pile up here, so I got to be careful that I don't hit the police. Oh my god, I had a mini heart attack there. Shoutouts to Matt Timber. The time he had a car blow up on him and hit a civilian car, which then made him mission fail. So we're going to collect another token here in a moment. It's a bit of a tiny bit of a precise jump there. Don't want to miss that one. They've got to be conservative with their missiles here. Make sure we don't waste them because we're going to need a fair amount for the end. Pick up another token here. You can pull some mad drifts on the ice, but it's not... It can be hard to control sometimes. So I gotta shoot these guys on the bridge. because that makes these missiles spawn down here. Whoa! Did you see that snowmobile go? Okay, so we have loads of missiles now. This is good.
007, you must eliminate those helicopters if we are to make a safe extraction.
And make sure we got them all, and we did, and we got all the tokens. Nice. I mean, even not checking there wouldn't have mattered, but anyway. So moving into Double Cross now. Double Cross, pretty simple, straightforward level when it comes to all tokens. There's lots of enemies to kill, but we have the golden P2K, which is just, as I said before, the most busted gun ever. So right off the bat, you see this guy in the load screen? His name's Mayhew, and he likes to go slow. He moves faster when you're looking at him, but sometimes he just doesn't do what you tell him. So I've got to escort him to the bunker. But we're just going to mow the lawn with this gun.
I'm not going anywhere till you check the hole. To the right. Down the hallway.
So I've got to wait for Mayhew to come. Okay. So Mayhew can't pass anyone unless they're stunned or dead. And sounds like there's still one alive. And here comes Mayhew. Cool.
We're close to the bunker now.
So nice. So moving into the further sections, we got to rescue some hostages and stuff, but as I said before, it's pretty straightforward. So right off the bat, go and get a token over here. Gonna shoot the gong because it makes a funny noise. Oh, yeah, that can happen. You can get stuck there. So there's some more tokens we've got to get over here. There's some pretty tricky platforming here as well. If I get this right... Oh, I got it. Nice. You can just sort of strafe run over that railing as opposed to making the jump, which is an unintended jump, but that's obviously unintended too. So I gotta be careful there that they don't shoot the hostages, because that would fail me. And we've got only a couple more tokens to get. So, this part you can get unlucky, and a hostage can die here if you're really, really unlucky.
Flashbang grenade disguised as an electric shaver. Simply
And I didn't mean to put that silencer on. I kind of fat-fingered there. But I'll make this work, it's okay. So if you get unlucky, that sniper can fall down, and it sucks when it does. And if you're really, really, really unlucky, that hostage will die. So I was trying to play it safe there. We got through. It's okay. So we have to fight a ninja here, which is why I pulled the sniper rifle out. Which we're going to completely destroy this ninja. Like that. Also, I just noticed I haven't been splitting at all. I'm used to auto split, but anyway. I digress. So this is Night Shift. Pretty awesome level. See more of it in all tokens. The guards can say some funny lines. They're supposed to be Japanese, but they're just probably not voiced by Japanese people, so they can say some funny lines.
Who's there?
I'll try to get the funny... Oh, by the way, with the upgraded stunner, it literally becomes a sniper rifle. Like that. And like that. Try to get a funny line. Also, if you hit them in the head, they
Raise the alarm.
they it makes a bone crunching noise. It's oh my god, it's shattering.
They deactivate
Okay,
the
so this
elevator
trick
twice.
here,
You'll have
that was a bit weird how that worked. That's called a reverse clip, which it gets the name because in a regular clip you stand up and pull out a gun or gadget. There, I crouched and pulled out a gadget, which basically I sort of wedged into the floor and then did that, which allowed me
Don't
to
forget that your glasses can detect
which allowed me to
laser
just like
tripwires.
squeeze under the elevator there. I gotta be careful not to let the turret
There are
go
security
off, otherwise the
cameras on
guards
this
will
floor
hear it.
too. If you see one, be careful not to
Another
block the
token
strange
here,
blinding beam.
and we're gonna punch this guard.
You! Don't move!
It's always the funniest thing when you can open the door and punch him right away, but I did miss it.
Install the Q-worm into that device and we're in business.
So there's another strat you can do here, but I'm not going for it, and it's only really worth it if you're going for world record, and yeah. I was gonna go for the vent clip there, but I missed it. It's fine. So this is a really dumb trick here. Okay. So that one's a weird one, but basically what I did there was you're normally supposed to use the decryptor on those keypads to crack the code on them, but they gave you the option to enter the code manually because you get the code from the computers in the level, and the computers, sorry, not the when you go to enter the code manually, if you pull up the keypad and bring it down for a couple frames, Bond's collision just doesn't exist. So you can just mash A B A B A B A B while
On the highest floor.
walking,
See if you can
and you'll
use
just
the
go through it.
exterior elevator to
It's
gain access.
quite funny, actually. In any percent, we would normally clip in here. We don't, because there's a token we're going to be getting in a room up there.
That vent 007.
Got to stand back from that vent because it can actually push you out of bounds, which is, I don't know how, but it just does. So we're just going to go and grab the Nightfire data.
That door must be for the terminal room.
So yeah, this is what the keypads are normally supposed to be. Like you normally use the decryptor on them like this.
Bond may use computers in this room.
Now we can
Upload
keypad
the
clip
Q-worm
into this room, by the way, but we don't know a way out that's faster. So
Be careful, old boy.
we're going to be collecting our last token of this level in a bit.
Security agent!
So I want to drop this shaver as late as I can. That's a stunner. Just so I can ensure that I hit as many people as possible. And then we're just gonna clip off. Nice.
Jump.
So now we're moving into chain reaction. Easily the hardest level in this run.
007, your camera should help you here. Any snipers in the shadows?
Please excuse my split name for this, by the way. I was going to rename it, but yeah, I kind of forgot to. So right off the bat, we're going to pick up that token, come over this way, and we're going to do another clip here. This level is very intense in all tokens, lots of clips, lots of tricks, and lots of enemies and snipers. Can be a bit, quite a bit tough, so let's just hope we get it. Okay, so this is a really dumb trick we're gonna go for here. So I have to pick this back up as I jump. Nice, got it. And that allows me to get over here, which you're not supposed to get over here this way, but we did it anyway.
I see you.
Nice. Now, technically we're inbounds, we just need it to load here. Just gotta find the point to make it load. There we go. Okay, so the next section is gonna be a bit tough. Also, you're not supposed to be able to make this jump that I'm about to do. So this section, what we're going to do is we're going to use the Ronin to jump onto a ladder, which will then go up to the top of the level, and then we're going to clip back down.
I see you. Man down. I've lost him.
Because there is a token up the top of this level.
Intruder spotted.
Okay, nice. Made the ladder jump, which is cool. So
He's behind the vent.
normally you're supposed to like shimmy across this, but if you just sort of wiggle your control stick, you can just cancel it. Oh, and mash A while you do it. So we're gonna be going for a frame perfect clip here, and I got it, nice. And I just made that jump, and bang, nice. Okay, I get a little nervous when I do that clip, but we did it. So I gotta take a photo of this laser, blow open the door, and then we got 2 more tokens we're gonna collect.
Intruder spotted. Intruder spotted.
So our last token we're gonna collect on this level is over here. Nice. And then we're gonna get out of here.
Intruder spotted.
And we're out of chain reaction. Nice. That went pretty well. So we're moving into Phoenix Fire here. And there is a bit of a tricky clip at the start here. You can die easily, which would suck, but guess we'll see how we go. So instead of walking forward, we're going to walk out here because there's a token out here. Grapple back up. And we're going to come this way. And we're going to do a clip here after I get the grenade launcher because I didn't. And this is the Monka S clip. If I can hit it. Holy crap, we just made that. Nice. Okay. You can fall out of bounds really easily there, and it sucks when it happens. But we made it, which is good. So this part here is a bit risky. This hostage here, she can die if you're really unlucky. Because the helicopter can actually shoot her, which is really annoying. So I shot that there. That blows open the this glass. Through the wall, of course. So I want to get away from the hostages as soon as possible so they don't shoot them. So I want to blow up that Ronin so it doesn't hurt me. And there we go. Nice. So we're coming up on a frame perfect clip here, which is a bit tricky. But hopefully we get it pretty quickly. Nice, we got it. Cool. So we're going to collect 2 more tokens here, and then we'll be going out of this level into deep descent. Oh, I need the grenade launcher. There we go. I have to get that token in here. Then I move over this way. I was going to get armor, and then I realized, wait, I don't need it. Oops. And that's every token on that level, and we are out of Phoenix Fire, heading into Deep Descent. These are the levels where, if you don't like glitches, these are the levels for you. So, main thing I should say about this level is it's notorious for missing tokens on. Try my best to remember where they all are, but I've got a pretty good idea where they all are, so hopefully we don't miss them. I just remembered where they all are, so we should not miss any. So the first one, It's hidden down in this corner in here. We just continue on. Second one's going to be at the end of the tunnel down here. Hidden. Near the radio transmitter thing.
Torpedoes aren't as powerful, 007, but they'll allow you to eliminate hard-to-reach targets.
That'll keep them from radio.
Down here. Okay, we definitely got that. Good. Now, you're normally supposed to use the remote torpedoes here. We can use the regular ones.
Try the B-12 Vanquish's remote-control torpedoes.
Okay, and it's not being nice to me, so we're going to use the torpedoes here. We're taking a lot of damage here. This is kind of messed up, but we're okay.
Better keep your distance, James. Those mines look
Yeah, that
nasty.
shot's kind of hard to hit with the upgraded torpedoes, which is funny considering the upgraded torpedoes are actually worse than the regular ones, because the upgraded ones shoot 2 at a time, which sucks. So we're gonna go for there's a trick here called Torpedo. I'm not gonna go for it, but it saves about 2 seconds, but the lineup's really precise and it's just not worth it if you miss it. So there's a token down below there. You might be able to see it spinning down there in the corner. I'm gonna go for it because I have to. Be careful of the mines. Nice, and we're out of there. Okay, so
Cube charge online.
this here, basically we are going to plant all the Q charges on this and get the heck out of here.
Right, 007. Now get out of there.
Okay. So the interesting thing is you can go through this whole level without killing a single submarine. Except the one at the end. It's quite interesting. So we got 3 more tokens to collect. I know where they are. Yeah, I just wanted to double check there was 6 tokens in this level, please excuse me. But we're fine. So we're going to be coming up on another token here soon. It'll be through this upcoming cave over here. Gonna have to swerve up and to the right here. Alright. And we're gonna have some more tokens coming up soon. But I completely forgot to talk about this following this sub, but we have to follow this sub, and eventually we cut every corner we could, and now eventually we're getting in front of it. I have to slow down for a second there or you'll bonk on the door, which isn't good. Then we're gonna be skipping this cutscene, and I don't know if you saw it, but there's a token behind this middle sort of thing here. And I'm just going to use the remote torpedoes here, just for safety. Bang. There we go. And there's one more token in the most ridiculous of places.
Nuclear subs.
Get this for a
Find a
token.
way to destroy them. Cube charge online.
Insane, am I right? So. Now we're going to fight the end sub, which should be easy enough. So you just pop 2 torpedoes under here, come up, pop the last Q charge, and he's dead. I thought he didn't die for a second there. I thought only one of my torpedoes hit. But now we're moving into island infiltration, and I haven't been keeping my splits up to par, but anyway. So I always forget this, but right at the start you got to turn around as there's a token behind here. Hidden as all heck. So, on all plats, you would normally go slow at the gate here to get the bond move and extra points and stuff. We're just gonna do the same as any percent here and just... boom. So I kind of want to get those missiles because they can come in handy later. So this can be a little... the driving here can be a little tricky. I'm going to the right here because there was a lamp knocked over which can mess me up. The lamps will slow you down quite a bit. And we're just gonna try and use our machine gun as much as we can here.
James, they're on us.
But conserving health here is kind of important. You'll see why eventually. So I am gonna try and play as safely as I can here.
Transmitting access code.
Okay, so we're just going to take out these sentinels. So the interesting thing about this level is it has a 5-6 minute auto-scroller. Basically, we're going to make sure we have enough health going into it. It is interesting, though. The first part of this level, we know we can get out of bounds. But when you drive straight to the end then, you just... like, it doesn't let you progress unless all these sentinels are dead. And which brings us to this last sentinel we're going to be fighting soon.
Transmitting access code. Code accepted.
And make sure we don't take too much damage here. We're going to try to play this one as safely as possible. So got to get this last token too. Okay, we're okay. We are blinking red health, but we have the armor, so we're fine. So starting off here, we got to shoot this bridge as soon as possible,
Good work so far, 007.
which will teleport us forward, which is good. And now this level's basically a complete auto-scroller. This is where I'll usually, I don't know, if it's a marathon, this is time for reading donations, or if, you know, anyone had questions about the game or anything, or me, this is when I'd usually take them. But just quickly, right here, you actually save like 10 seconds if you just wait. If you just wait for the missile thing to lock on and then fire. For some reason that saves you like 10 seconds, which is insane. And you save 0.5 if you wait for this truck to pass first. This is usually when I'll drink some water.
On the right.
Gotta blow up that bridge there too. All right.
Up ahead, James.
Alrighty-o. So, I mean, I don't really have anything else to say at this point. So we are going to try and shoot this plane as quickly as possible. And all the other things, like the boats down here, so they don't do damage to us. Yeah, you sort of fly around here twice, but I mean, it's pretty much it. There's not much else to say here. I would say finding a skip for this level would legitimately be the holy grail of skips for this game. And that's the last of the planes. So we're fine. We're not going to take any more damage, or if we do, it'll be like none. Our health is looking pretty low, but we're all right. So, boom. There's a funny thing you can do here. If I shoot the rockets and time them right, they'll appear in the cutscene. I didn't get it, but it doesn't save any time at all. So it's just for swag, really. So, we're just... this is another auto-scroller, but you have to shoot the tanks as fast as possible. But while we wait, there are planes that appear, but it's the tanks that progress this auto-scroller. While we wait for that, though, we're just going to play some Titanfall James Bond edition. There's a dumb thing you can do here that I'll go for. And let's hope I get it. Okay, I got it. Basically, you pop the tires on the tank there and it drives in the water. Yeah, tires on a tank. Yeah, that's totally real. But anyway, that's really funny when that happens. But that actually saves, I think, like a hair of time when you get that too. Because it actually, a tank normally spawns over here, but it's not going to spawn now. Because that one's in there.
I've discovered a weakness, James. I'll place some charges at the base of the weapon, but you'll only have a short time to get out before the whole thing blows.
I can blow this submarine up. Okay, I didn't shoot the submarine in the right spot, but it's okay. It's okay. Wow, we just got out of that. I didn't shoot the submarine in the right spot, but we're okay. And now we're going into Countdown, which is often considered to be the true last level of the game. Because there's basically... The last level, Equinox, is basically a complete auto-scroller. So we're going to be trying our best to do well in this level. This level's pretty intense. Lots of clips, lots of tricks. Let's...
James, I've hacked into the terminal and got
So
access to
we did the
your
vent clip there, which we were trying to do in Night Shift earlier, but we didn't get. You can grab that token through the vent there.
Pico is our only option. She's locked out.
Now we're setting these mines up to get a quick kill on this level's boss, Rook, and that's going to happen later. And we're going to get another token in here. Now, what I got to remember here... Okay, well, we set off the alarm, but we don't really care. What I got to remember here is... There is a set of mines that I have to pick up, which we are going to use later on.
Pico is in corridor A16.
Which is here.
James, it looks like Pico is nearly at the control center. Hurry
Okay.
up.
So we're coming up on a really not really hard to explain clip, but basically when you sabotage these things and hit the computer, everything starts blowing up and you have to wait for a door to open. This clip we're gonna do is gonna skip that door opening sequence. It's a bit of a finicky clip, but we got it. Nice. So we're going to try and pick up as many of these AIMS grenades as we can, because they're going to come in handy later. As I said, this gun knows the damn lawn. So we have to kill Rook as soon as he spawns. Nice. Okay, cool. So this next section we're going into, the silo. Not much to say about it. It's got one cool clip, which is going to bypass some stuff, and 2 more tokens that we got to collect. So right off the bat, grenade shot here. Really easy to line up. Just manipulate the enemy spawn there. So they chuck a grenade here, but if you strafe run, you can just run straight past it. Gonna pick up a token here. And you're normally supposed to go like all through this silo, but it's actually faster to just go back and do a clip. Okay, well he had to throw a grenade, so I'm gonna have to wait for that to explode. Okay, I'm gonna grab his grenades. And this is silo skip. Basically bypasses the whole level. In any percent, you just do that normally. Get our last token here for this section. And we're going into the final section of Countdown, which has a pretty cool, like, little battle sequence against Kiko. You normally skip it in any percent, but we can't in all tokens because there's tokens down here.
My loyal associates, before we cross into the void of space, it's time to unveil the final stages of Operation Nightfire. The utter transformation of the planet.
Okay, that just hit me a little, but we're okay.
The communist globalization.
Okay, so we grabbed our token we need. And now we're going to do this whole battle sequence. Normally we'd skip this here, but in all tokens, we don't. So we get trapped by Kiko, but we're just going to come down here just to collect tokens, and that's it. And this is the most epic sequence here while the just listen. As the missile launches, Drake says, oh, you couldn't hear it. He said, Operation Nightfire has begun. Also, this music is so epic. So we just got to kill these enemies. So as I said, this... Well, I didn't say this, but this gun is pretty OP. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to set up these mines in specific places, which is going to kill the enemies as they spawn next time. The reason I didn't do this at first is because it actually straight up doesn't matter how fast you kill the enemies in the first bit. And this is usually via the split name where we take other types of photos, but probably not marathon or probably not marathon safe, so won't do that. So now we wait until the shuttle launches, but we're going to be doing something even more epic than that. We're going to clip out of bounds. And the reason we do this is now we can see exactly when the enemies spawn. Because this doesn't harm you when you're below. And we got it. Nice. So you get warped back up. And nice. And we're going into Equinox now. Oh, wait. Okay. So welcome to Equinox. This level's a complete auto-scroller, though it can be a bit tricky on all tokens, because we basically have to collect all the tokens, and there's a bunch of them in this space station.
I'll credit you with persistence, Mr. Bond. Persistence and failure. There are little launch sites on Earth which could challenge the arsenal on my island. Those
So in terms of what we can do to speed this up, there's not really anything. Just kill these guys as soon as possible, and kill Drake as fast as possible.
Remember that view, Mr. Bond. It's the last you'll ever see of Earth.
So, gotta make sure you keep on top of these missiles and the guys that spawn.
If you laser them, you should be able to cripple the missiles.
Because if you don't, they start to pile up quite often, or quite fast.
You've done it, James. You've not been out of control.
Operation Nightfire can't be stopped. Nuclear colonization will be mine. To disarm in seconds on the clock.
So yeah, this can get pretty intense.
Wrong side, Mr. Bond. I want to make the Earth a much better place. Controlling the space.
So if you're lucky, these guys will actually like sort of go into the laser.
I could use a man of your resources. Why not join us?
James, that last missile blew the power regulators. Drake's laser has gone into meltdown.
Warning. Power core approaching.
So you gotta be careful with that one, because that one appears in the laser.
The whole base will become unstable, especially with the fire and laser.
Okay, that one was close. Jeez, I completely forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
Good work, James. The missile flew on course.
So it doesn't speed up the level like, okay, we have all the tokens, that's good. It doesn't speed up the level depending on, like, how quickly you shoot the missiles. Just to clarify that. But anyway, we've got all the tokens now, so now it's just a matter of disarming these missiles. So space movement can be a bit weird. We're all good though. And just for swag, I want to show something. Did you know that to stop nuclear missiles, you can punch them? You can also punch solar panels too. So as soon as Allura says laser, we're gonna fire the alt fire of the samurai, which should completely yeet Drake out of existence.
Damaging the station. It's starting to break up. James, you must hurry. The laser has gone into overload.
So
Drake's lost control.
as Allura says laser, boom. There goes Drake. And get ready on time, and time. 52:21. Not bad at all. So that's officially all tokens in Nightfire. Thank you for watching Calithon, selection team or whatever, or anyone in general. I don't know what else to say. I hope you consider this run for your marathon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.